we can use free videos from Wix. So this one is not necessarily using Wix videos. This one is a video that you would upload. So someone created this little loop and they basically uploaded it. So this again is just a regular video player and not necessarily a Wix video player. And the Wix video players are down below. Now here's the selection where you could decide if you want it to loop or not. You can decide if they want to pause the video, and you could choose if you want it to auto play. You can also turn the sound off. So this video doesn't have any sound, which it shouldn't, but you could add some nice piano music or something, and then you could play it with sound. And you could add a video description here, and that's for Google. So that's for your search engine optimizations that you would do after publishing the site. That's the video player. Now I'm going to scroll down. You have this button here. This leads you or the visitor to the contact page. That's already wired for you. You can lead them to anywhere you want, obviously, when they click on get an estimate. You can take them to another website if you want to, but as it's wired, it'll take them to the contact page. On the second strip is just a simple About Us section. I recommend you go ahead and add more stuff to the About Us section since we didn't use another page for it. So you can add some cool things like maybe some photos. So what would you do if you wanted to add maybe a photo gallery just about who you are? Maybe showing pictures of you out there taking these shots, doing photo and film. Maybe showing some of your equipment, maybe showing a green screen, just showing off your capabilities. Maybe show you a picture of you driving a drone. So to do that, I would go ahead and click this arrow, and what this is going to do is stretch the strip down and push everything else down. And then I'm going to click on Add. And you could add anything you want. In this case, I would just go to Gallery, and I would add see what a good one is. Just a basic grid right here. And I would sit it here and kind of drag everything down. And I would put your photo gallery just right here in the middle. It just serves as a nice About Us section. Now the gallery is really huge, so what I would do is go into Settings, and I want it to go across, so let's go to the Layout, and I want it to be horizontal, and let's see, in here I should be able to change. So this is a Wix Pro gallery here. You could decide what happens to the picture when they go in there. So images per column. So we can make some adjustments there. We can add social settings. We could do image quality. So that's actually the Pro gallery. I don't know if that's the one I wanted. I know Wix makes some changes sometimes. So all I'm going to do, oh, I see why. It's 3 different columns. That's what happened there. So what I will do is just take this photo gallery out. Because I don't know if I want the Pro gallery. I'm going into Layouts here. Ah, there it is. Okay. I was looking for the settings. Set items per row. So what I want is I only want 1 image per row. I need to go ahead. It goes all the way down the page. So this one may not work for me. And that's okay. And that's what this is all about. It's all about experimentation. So what I'm going to do is just click on Control Z, and it'll be like nothing ever happened, because I don't want to go back and undo all the changes that that video player or photo player had made. Let's go ahead and try that one more time. Go to Gallery. Here we go. It's the grid gallery. What happened, just so you know, I added a pro gallery, and so, you know, sometimes they make changes, and that didn't have as many options because it's for a different purpose. So let's just do a portrait gallery here. This is kind of the classic Wix gallery. I'm going to go from one edge here to the other. I'm going to stretch the gallery across, and then under settings, let's go to layout. Under layout, I want to have only one row. You see how that happened right there? And I could decide if I want to bunch the pictures up or just have maybe 3. So 3 looks pretty good here, and I'm just going to center it there. And if they want to look at more, they could show more. Let's do a preview. So this is the about page, but I added some great little images, and if you click on show more, it actually pushes the website down automatically, and this way you could show off some of the things that you do. So that's just a little pointer. And once again, that was a grid type of gallery that allowed us just more customization options. This is the services page. You could switch this vector art with your own artwork, or just click on change vector, and there's a lot of clip art that's already here. And clip art just works as more of a symbol, so you're not wanting a full photograph. You just want something to symbolize what that particular service is. So I might add a forest here. Maybe you do nature videos, so you change that to a forest. And if you want to change the look and feel of it, just change the color, and the icon color can change. So it depends, of course, on the colors of your site. These are 3 columns. So this is a strip built with 3 different columns. So let's say you only provide 2 services. Then you would go to Manage Columns, and you would just take one of these columns and remove it. That would just give you 2 services. Let's say you want to offer more than 3. Then just add a column, and then they'll start to automatically adjust themselves to go across the screen. You just have to make sure you don't put items in this striped zone. That's kind of the dead zone. And we could, of course, change the layout for each column and center it. So now, watch. Remember that dead zone? Look at, now it's on the sides. So by changing the layout, that affects where things are going to be automatically centered when you make these. So for these, I probably, because I added more columns, I would have to change them all to center. Maybe that one would be there on the left and this one on the right. And this keeps your services packed nice and clean. And the reason why we build columns and not just put a bunch of text and graphics here, just where we think they should go, is because the position will change when your website is shown on other screens. So building in columns will help you keep a consistent layout. Let's go ahead and check out the portfolio. Now this part uses Wix Video. So if I click on this box, remember the other one was just a regular box for a video you have to upload? The Wix Video box works very differently. Now this video box is going to communicate directly with the Wix Video back end. So I would click on settings for this box. And here is where I would manage the videos. I could first of all decide what channel I want to show, or I could just show a single video that I select. And by the way, that video does not have to be hosted with Wix. If I click on add new video, it's going to take us to the back end. This is the Wix dashboard. So we basically left the website and we're working on the back end. And what you could do here is I could add a video from YouTube, Vimeo, and now Facebook, Dropbox, Google Drive, or just upload directly from your computer. So that is how we actually add videos. They don't have to be hosted with Wix. Now, what's interesting about hosting them with Wix is you can then put your videos behind a paywall. So if you want people to pay to watch your videos, you can set that up on the Wix dashboard. They can even rent your videos, which is very interesting. I haven't seen a website where people are renting videos directly from the site, but I'm sure it's possible. So that capability is built in here. And you would go ahead and change the channel for each of these video boxes. So this channel is proposal videos, and this channel would be wedding day videos, as I explained earlier. The other thing you could do is play with the settings on the box. Besides managing videos, you could do things like change the layout. Classic layout, a strip layout, which really starts messing with your design, so I'd be careful with these. On the classic, you get to see the thumbnails of the videos that are in the playlist down below, and the user can select one of those videos instead of watching the one you put in front of them. And you can put more information on each of these videos. On the player, there's a lot of options here. We can change the cover. We could do the featured video cover. We could show the title and all this other pieces of information. We can even show sign-in. So if you have payments for your video, the user can actually sign in, create an account through Wix, and sign in to watch your videos. This will be good if you just want to do a course website. You know what? I'm all about repurposing things. So if you just want to do maybe an educational website with videos, use the wedding videographer template to build out your course. Okay, so those are the main videos there. And these are the client testimonials, which is just text. And these are slides. So as I go through the slide manager, you can go through different slides. You can change the background on each slide. Maybe if you wanted to include a photo there, you can do that for each of the slides. So that's all you would do. You just change the content for each slide. It's like, for example, on this slide, I'm going to change the background to this kind of green mountains here. When I do a preview, the mountains are only there for slide 1. See how they're gone when the slideshow begins. Okay, all the settings for the slideshow are right here on the settings button, and we could decide how long or how fast we want them to slide. We can make them stop if they hover their mouse over the player. We can decide if we want it to autoplay, and we can apply transitions, like maybe this crossfade. Let's take a look at that. So instead of it sliding, you're going to get this nice fade effect. So that's another interesting way of showing testimonials. It has a little bit more of a mature and serious look, where the slides are a little more whimsical and attention grabbing. All right, so I told you as much as I could tell you about this template, how to customize it. I also, the only page we didn't go into was the contact page and the booking page. Now the booking page actually uses Wix bookings to make that happen. So for that, you actually have to go to Manage Services, go back to the Wix dashboard, and here you can manage all of your bookings. And I could do a whole video just on this. I'm just kind of giving you a brief overview. You could add a new service here, and that's where you can go ahead and add images, descriptions, what kind of booking is it? Is it a class, a course that people can pay for a number of sessions up front and then, take your course, or you can set an appointment. So lots of different bookings. But what's nice about having it on the Wix back end is you can add collaborators to your website, and they can just manage the bookings. So if you have a secretary, he or she can go into the Wix dashboard and manage all of your appointments without having to touch the web design. So that's another great feature, is adding collaborators and helping you run your business here. And when you set up bookings, there's different types. You'll have that list here in the box. So under settings, we can change the look and feel of the box. It won't let us on the template. I have to actually build some real appointments, which we won't do in this video. But if you want to know more about booking appointments, check us out at the Webmaster Academy, and I have a whole video series just on Wix bookings. Alright, so that's pretty much the Wix videographer template. It looks real simple, but you see there is a lot going on behind it. A lot of automations, auto playlists, auto bookings, auto looping videos. There's a lot there going on in the background. And so it's important to understand that relationship between the things you are designing on the front end and then managing the media on the back end. If you have any questions or comments about this video or other videos, be sure to leave one. I try to answer everyone's feedback whenever I can. And if you want to know more, again, check us out at the Webmaster Academy. I want to thank you guys for hanging out, especially if you've been all the way down here to the end. Then you must, if you're this far, you must be real serious about web design. And I'm serious about it too. Check out our other videos. Make sure you don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next video. And we'll see you guys at the Academy. Have a good one. Bye-bye.